Here, I'm writing in Let's Go Help too. Links for the videos discussed. CUSSED. Great. Well, I know I've been, I went live earlier today, but I'm going out tonight and I'm trying to get this done. We're going to see if Wendy could see a movie. She sees a little bit, so we're going to take her out on her birthday and going to try a movie. So that'll be interesting. She gets a little bit, it's not going to be perfect ever, but it's better than dark. So she went through that process, and maybe you'll get a little more as we go on. But I want to make sure that you got the links. I'll put the links in the YouTube later after we finish, and also on Instagram. All the links I'm going to talk about. There's a whole bunch of things. Now, earlier I talked about that. Make sure you know about, the grants. Like if you got a student loan from a bank, okay, you have until the end of June, I think. And that's a video I did this afternoon. Or maybe it was this morning. I forget already. That now they're going to forgive those, but you have to change it to a government loan. So in other words, you take your student loan you have now and you call up the studentaid.gov and you figure out how to get it over to a government loan. Then it can be forgiven. So they want to forgive about 1 million more people with these loans. So you want to know about that, and you want to get on that bandwagon, because that's going to go away. And that won't be here forever. It's only about another month. It's been around for a while, but it sort of got lost, at least it did for me, in the noise, because there was so much other student loan problem. Because if you don't have one of those loans from a bank, then you still will get, definitely will have more options to get forgiven. And you go to studentaid.gov, and you look at 2 tabs. They have 2 separate tabs there. One on forgiveness and another one on payment plans. Now there's a wonderful payment plan you should apply for anyway, no matter how much money you make, but it is income driven. And it's called the income driven payment plan. Put in your income there and you get your payment, your monthly payment down to 0. And you could pay 0 for 10, 20 years and you get the whole thing forgiven. So there's a whole bunch of ways to get new forgiven. So don't just dismiss it because you don't know what you're doing. Call people. Call the people there. If you go to contact us in that student aid hotline and call them and ask for help. You may have to wait on hold, but man, if you have $20,000, $30,000 in debt, you can wait on hold for a year, right? Call back or whatever. And if you really can't get through, then call your elected official. And you go to commoncause.org, commoncause.org, and talk to your elected official, and they'll go the backdoor order for you. Oh, Amber, you're back. Oh, my goodness. Awfully sweet of you. Okay, here's some items I found. I just put the links in the book. Common Cause, great, Amber. Thank you so much. If you have a link to if you could put the link to the 500 mini grant report so people could see that. Felicia, nice to meet you. Hiya, Felicia. Amber, thank you, Amber. See, Amber and other members help members, and I think that's the real special thing we have going, is that members who just learn how to get these grants and things like that and have been successful are really helping other members. See, because I'm sort of the trained SEAL here. and I've been studying this for 50 years, so it's I know too much, and they're more excited about where you are because they were there just shortly and they can relate to that. I started learning this 50 years ago and I got so excited about it. That's why I spent a career now just trying to make sure as many people in the world know about this stuff. And I'm going to do this till I die. So the other people, could probably relate to you a lot better than I can. Well, here's some things going on. One is they're starting to pass laws around the country now that if you're going after a rent or buying a house or something, they're making a law in some states now that they can't deny you because you get government assistance. I've seen this in ads too. We don't rent to people on government assistance. I can get in touch with you. You have it. Actually, where I get one-on-one help, and from me and other people that are members, is at letsgohelp.com. Letsgohelp.com, but that's $20. Somebody on Instagram asked how to get a hold of me. Hello, everyone. I'm new here. How you doing, Nadine? Really? It looks like a familiar name. There's Felicia. So anyway, they can't do that. So that's remember that. And they can't discriminate you against for all the other things in discrimination. Race, background, and all these other things. And there's housing discrimination hotlines you could talk. If you feel discriminated against, because of religion, race, any of those things, woman, midget, or whatever, you can call these people, come out and investigate, for free. They'll sue them and get you money. See, that's what's so good about government programs. They enforce the law. So you don't have to hire an attorney to enforce the law anymore. You find the government agency that regulates that. Tammy, Larsa, here you are. I love you, Matthew. Thank you so much for all you do. Tammy, thank you for all you do. That's our Tammy. Is that our Tammy on Instagram? And so it's like your bank or your credit card company, you get screwed up. Well, you go to consumerfinance.gov. That's a government office. You can complain, and they'll go. They say they'll do it in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, that company will get a letter from the government. Hey, what the hell are you doing? And they have to count for you. And that's what's important. I'd like to speak to you. Potentially join my board as an advisor. I'm not bored. I don't know if I have time for anything like that to be effective in any way. But you could send me an email at letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. Tell me about the organization or whatever. But like I say, I'm 81 years old. I have so many things I want to do. And one is to educate as many people as possible about this. And this is how I'm doing it here. And grow this so that I could pass away and everybody here could help themselves to what's going on here. And that's sort of my mission, I think. I'm not positive. Things change every day. You don't know. Thank you for telling us about all these opportunities. We'd love to never know another way. Oh, that's nice, Mia. Is it Mia, Bunny? That's what I believe. There's so many people that need this that don't know. The rich people know this and they use the hell out of it. Okay, here's another interesting. You have a small business. You have a nonprofit or whatever, mostly nonprofit, also for businesses. Your elected official can get you a grant that put into the budget. Now, here's one. A senator got $250,000 to give grants to food service workers. Okay, there's a nonprofit organization called Giving Kitchens. Okay, Giving Kitchen is an association or group that tries to help people who work in restaurant businesses, and help them and support when they have need financial assistance and things like that. Well, they made an appointment with their senator, and they got $250,000. He put it into, see, senators and congressmen do that. They say, okay, they're passing a budget, they want this in the budget, and they vote on it, and they say yes or no. So, and here's what the senator said: bringing Republicans and Democrats together, I've appropriated funds to help Georgia's hardworking food service workers. I thank Giving Kitchen founder Hidinger-Kendrick for bringing this proposal to my office and for her leadership in the community. See? Giving Kitchen is a national nonprofit organization that provides emergency assistance to food service workers through financial support and a network of community resources. See, they're helping other people. See, Tammy, you could now start going to the Senate and your congressman and tell them about ideas you need funding for, okay? And this is a wonderful example like this. The fat cats do what they know that, but you don't have to be a fat cat to do this. You have the same access as any fat cat. Oh, Giving Kitchen, yay, Amber. Once in love with Emmer, always in love with Emmer, something like that. Help for the equine rescue. Now, see, Felicia, yes, see, that's what you do. Start talking to your elected officials. How you can, they call it a set aside. A set aside. No, there's I forget. I'm hard with names and stuff like that. But yes, they're used to doing. They usually have it described in the description of what your elected official to do. We could put in a bill to get you, something that will help the community too. Not only yourself, maybe so. Actually, what they do, they get the government to buy your stuff. Maybe you make sandwiches. They get the government to buy sandwiches from you. Whatever it is, and that's how you use the system. Sure, you think it has to be some fat cat. No, it doesn't. It has to be you. Coming from your heart is better than any fat cat is ever going to do. And that's what you just be honest, be nice, and ask. Just ask your stupid questions, because then you're human. If you're too slick, then you're too slick. And who wants to give money to somebody who's too slick? Okay, here now, there's a discounted web service that's going to go away in the middle of this month for Wi-Fi. And you got a $30 discount on Wi-Fi. That's from the pandemic, and that's going to disappear soon. So don't worry about it. There are other programs for that. And what you do to find these other programs, you go to findhelp.org, and we have a report on these other programs if you want to see our report on it. But if you go to findhelp.org and put in computers or internet, and you'll see local programs that will give you free discount using the internet. Internet's hard to get free completely, but it discount. You get $25 off a month, 30, whatever. And also free phones and free cell phones and services. How to legally pay your federal, state, county, and local and city taxes and stop collections. If you owe back taxes, okay, there's a way to get out of that. And at the IRS has a way, and not all state, but states have it, and county government has it, city government has it. Now, it's not universal, but more and more are using this. And it's called, wow, offer in compromise. That's the key word. Okay, you go to irs.gov and put this key word in, offer in compromise. Offer in compromise. You owe back property taxes. You call up the property tax people. Ask them about what programs you have because you can't pay your property taxes, and then ask them for an offer. If they don't have any, then ask them for an offer in compromise. Here in Philadelphia, all the Philadelphia taxes, business, individuals or whatever, your city taxes, your stuff. Maybe you can't pay them, okay? Then you want to ask for offer in compromise. The same way your state taxes, your state income taxes and stuff like that. Maybe you can't pay those. Then you want to know about that offer in compromise, okay? Let's see, discount, okay, legal, okay. Oh, I already went to that. Okay, oh, the other one. Okay, oh, here's another interesting program that's going on in the Carolinas, is what they're doing is with Medicaid, okay? This is health care for low-income people. Now, it's coming together with job training. So you get free health care and free job training, all tied into one. And that's really the key. I mean, if you're hurting on income, a really key to get out of that trap is get some skills so you can make a lot more money. And no matter what your background is, most of this is for people without college degrees, to train you for a couple months or whatever it is, and pay you even while you're training. Now, it's different in every city and state, so you have to check what's available where you are. Hey, been working for a while, but now I can't find any grants on Spain. Well, I don't know any grants in Spain. I only know America. Unless you want to go to Spain, there's some programs that, to travel with the government. But to live in Spain, No, you have to, well, actually, you could be still a citizen here and get benefits here and live part-time in Spain, I guess. But that's not, we're mostly for people who are domestic here. But that's neat. So in other words, this plan will cover such services as job training assistance, career paths, job readiness, job placement, resources for job seekers, recruiting services, healthcare workforce support, and everything you need to get a job. Because if you get a good paying job in a place you like, man, then you don't have to worry about grants for the rest of your life. You know, that's really the way out of this mess. Because a lot of grants are temporary. Who the hell knows what's going to be there next time? But if you learn how to invest in yourself, time, energy, whatever, to get the skill that is, is needed out there, and we need so many skilled workers. We don't have enough people that are trained to do this. They're hurting companies, and that can't find people to fill these jobs. And we're creating all kinds of new jobs in this country, and we need skilled workers to do it. So that's why the government spends money to train you to get these good jobs. Okay, here's an interesting grant at the Department of Agriculture. They have an $800,000 grant for your new product to be organic. So if you're making any kind of food stuff, any kind of food, you want it to be organic, to have that seal of approval, for being organic, they have grants to help you do that. Now that's pretty good. So that's why. See, everything, the government usually tries to fill in the blanks where you can't get money otherwise, okay? Gotta go, I'll see you in class. Thank you, thank you, Tammy. Love you, dear. Have a good time tonight. Okay, here's something I bet you didn't know. They have grants for 11-year-olds. 11-year-olds, you could get $5,000 to start a business. How do you like that? I've known about that program for 50 years. It's still there. I just ran into it. I see this 11-year-old young girl got $5,000 to make a hydroponic garden. Yeah, it's a garden, not a water, right? So she made one of those, got $5,000 for it. Wow. And this is a grant for 10 to 20 years old, and it's usually for people in rural areas, but actually people in cities too for certain things. I know there's a young man saw me on Letterman talking about this once, and he called me up about where the grant was. He wanted to start a lawnmower service business, and I told him where the grant was and what it is, and he read the application. So he went and applied, and the guy said, no, you have to live in a small town to do this. It's for rural areas, but he showed him the law and said, oh, it's not for rural areas, it's also for people want to start lawnmower service businesses. I have somebody at the door, no one here, I gotta get that, hold on. Oh no, I don't have to, somebody got it. Hi. So that's why you show the government paper. That's why you always want to get the paper to something, to know, because you showed them, like this kid, he was a kid, he was like 15 or something like that, showed him, and he got money to start his lawnmower service business, and it put him through college. Yeah, see, that's what it's about. Here, $100 million in grants available if you have an idea to help the homeless. Okay, this is in Minnesota, and they're giving all this money and help because they got to solve their homeless program. So if you have a way, that could help people who are homeless, anything. I can't get a loan if my life depends on it, so I need your help. What's the loan for? It depends on what the loan is for. And do not go to payday loan people, okay? The government is, the other thing you want to do, if you're looking for a loan and can't get one, go to findhelp.org. Findhelp.org and put financial assistance, because then you'll see in your area all the grants that are available in your area to solve problems. So if you're looking for $1,000 for rent, no, here's money for rent. If you're looking for daycare or something, no, here's financial assistance for daycare. So that's why you have to go and see what it's for. If you want to go to Vegas, then you're not going to find money for that, but Maybe you could cheat a little or something, I don't know. But no, it's not for that, okay? But it's for problems. So you want to do that. And that's on findhelp.org, okay? Findhelp.org. You want to do that. Okay, now here's another one here. For childcare, I mean, we have so much problems with childcare in this country because it costs so much. You realize that if you have 2 children in childcare, you're paying more probably in childcare than you are for rent. That's right. I mean, childcare prices are going through. So what the government now is doing, a lot of subsidizing is really what I'm looking for, subsidizing people to pay for childcare. Okay, so that means you. Okay, if you have people in child. Now, if this one doesn't help you, and I forget where, yeah, this is also in Minnesota. But what you can do is put childcareaware.org. Childcareaware.org. If you go and look at that website, now that's, see, .org, you don't want to go to .com, okay, you want to go .org, so childcareaware.org. And you'll see a state-by-state, oh, thank you, Amber, a state-by-state listing of the programs that are in your state to help you pay for childcare. And the income requirements, man, actually during the COVID, we had childcare help that went up to people making $400,000 a year were eligible for the child care grants. So that's why if you think you make too much, think again. Every program is different. So you really never know until you get there. Okay, here, another thing. I just saw there's a lot of organizations now, local organizations where you live, that give out free bike helmets. They want kids to have bike helmets, you to have bike helmets. So the more people that get with bike helmets, you know, the less we have to pay emergency calls and stuff like that. And this, they give bike helmets. And what you want to do is call your local Department of Health would know about that, or go to findhelp.org, and ask, you know, put in bike helmets and see what they have. You can look for free toys. I mean, findhelp.org is incredible. I mean, everything there is free money, free everything to help people, because it's all sources from nonprofit organizations and government offices. Okay, how about any members have a question? We have 40 members here chatting. And do you have any questions in need? Otherwise, I'm going to have to get ready. And I just came back from exercising and do some work. I have another live video call I have to do soon. So anybody have a question? Members, questions? Help with raccoon, equine rescue nonprofit. Yeah, Felicia, okay, go to get the Meta-Grant report, Let's Go Meta-Grant report, and look at item number 5, okay, on the Let's Go Meta-Grant report. And make an appointment with the local people. And also in item number 5, there's a listing on the best places to start for starting a nonprofit. And it shows you all the money, the best money places, who to contact, and they're all local contacts. So that's what you want, and I show you about them there. And thank everybody who applied for our car repair grant. And so that's over, but the next one on the 20th is for rent grant, so rent money grant. And I was just going over my books. We cut this down a little bit, but we're probably going to put it back up. We're getting a little more steady again now, and be able to give out more money to grants to members. What do you do? I'm looking to buy my first home. Well, the first thing you want to do, if you remember, we have a listing of places that you should chart. There are about 8 or 9 places that are where you live, that all they do is help people with little or no money buy a house. The first place to do that with is at a place called HUD.gov, HUD.gov, G-O-V, then /counseling, HUD.gov/counseling, and make an appointment with those financial counselors at HUD. Okay, and that's very important. Don't go Googling help to buy a house, because all you're going to do is find people that want to get money from you. No, you don't know enough yet. Go out and get learning from these nonprofits that will get you wise in the best way to go by help. I need get up in your car note. I need help with getting caught up in my car. Okay, Nadine, what you do, go to that same place I just called, HUD.gov/counseling, and make an appointment with a counselor. They do for debt and credit card and all that kind of stuff. So they'll show you the options you have for that. And actually, Nadine, that's number 3 in the Let's Go Meta Grant report. Making sure you do that. And everybody who's a member, make sure you go to, put in the search bar 500, just the number 500, and you'll see our page, which has every state. It'll have the 500 grants for your state, and you download that report for your state. I already have a nonprofit going. I need a barn roof for the nonprofit or for you. Well, there's a lot of repair money. Is that home repair? And there's some actually set aside for nonprofit. What I would do is go look at number 6. I mean, it'd be 7 or 8. Felicia, look at 7 or 8. It's about home repair. So that's the sources for home repair. And you really have to start calling, okay? And that's the key to all this. You have to call because they may not have the money, but they help you find who does, because they'll know more about it than I will or anybody else, because that's what they do always. I'm waiting to get into Facebook. How long does it take? Well, something screwed up if you're not there, because it should be pretty automatic. But let me get, here's what, send an email to Magic Mary. She'll look into Mary, her email. Find, oh, no. Let's go help at gmail.com. Okay, yeah, to get, if you somehow didn't get access to that, she'll get you in and take care of it. And it's let's go help at gmail.com. If you're looking for your refund or we screwed up your account, just let Magic Mary know, and she'll fix it up. Don't worry. We don't hold refunds or anything. I mean, we don't want to do anything like that. And we'll never even ask you why. You want a refund? No problem. I want to stay a member. Oh, good. Thank you, Deborah. So just let us know if you have a problem. And make sure you see, you join the members that are helping you for free. That's, I think, the best deal we have now. I was bummed I didn't get to the car fixing grant. Oh, do it again. We'll have another one. Don't worry, Felicia. Everybody, can't promise everybody. Looking sharp in that black. Oh, you want to see? Black and white striped pants. Now that's the best part. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I have fun. People smile at me. Man, it's just, it almost feels like an obligation. If I could just put something goofy on it, makes people smile. Man, I got nothing better to do in life. Like, I have nothing better to do in life than help you try to get out of any financial problem you have. And I can't wait to help you. And I'll be back, and I'll be here for about 10, 15 years. So you're gonna have to put up with me, okay? Fashion guru, no, this isn't fashion, this is just fun. Well, thank you so much. I've never been happier in my life, and it's because of you, okay? Because if it's just, what a pleasure having people ask me for help. I mean, that's just, I still don't believe it, but I appreciate it so much. Thank you.